One of those on my desk right now. McKaylee picked one up at the
One
store.
of these?
Yes, literally one of those. I'm holding it next to yours.
Yeah,
They're actually
Sarah.
zero. I got
Sarah
the zero
bought it.
sugar one though. Which one did you get?
Yeah, this is zero sugar.
Mm, it's
Yeah,
good.
daddy can't have sugar nowadays. You know what I mean?
Also, we're live.
Oh. Oh, hold
So,
on. I gotta turn my lights on. What am I doing?
all right, I'll be back.
All right. Good luck.
You're good to go.
All right. Cool. Hey, chat. I'll let everybody. Obviously, this is the shaking my head. What? Are you talking about the daddy comment? Let's see here. Let's turn these lights on. There we go. What color are we feeling? What color are you feeling, Quindy, today? What are you feeling? Oh, it's still kind of light in here because of the. Yeah. Yeah, Justin's doing baby stuff, obviously. So we're just chilling. Color for what? Oh, this. My lights. So I can do like yellow. Yellow's kind of lame for these. There's red, blue, light blue, purple. That's some fun stuff. We were talking about these Sprite Zero Sugar Winter Spice Cranberries. Limited edition cranberry Sprite. Purple? All right, we'll leave it purple. We might change it halfway through, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, a couple of hours ago, Justin was like, "Hey, how do you feel about doing a remote show?" So I was like, "All right, let me finish what I'm doing." So and then I came home. It was pretty cool. I'll talk to Justin about this when he gets back. But uh, hi, Roger. On my way home, I passed by this airport that is owned by Amazon and UPS. Like it's like this airport for like Amazon Prime planes, basically. And there was hundreds of people out in the fields, and I saw huge cameras, people with big cameras, and I was like, "What's going on today?" And it looks like they were doing some flight tests or some tricks. I don't know. I saw a jet, like a stealth bomber jet, flying around. There were some drones flying around. It was pretty cool. I almost stopped and watched, but I was like, I gotta get home. I'm running a little late for the stream today. But it was pretty cool. I saw he was going straight up, jet just going straight up. I gotta ask Sarah's dad, my girlfriend's dad. He works at Lockheed. Um, if what they were doing, he might know. So today's a little Friday. I didn't do the ghost tour personally last night because I've done it before, but a lot of like new Reaper employees and people that didn't do it last year. Justin will probably talk about it when he gets back. He went with Ollie and McKaylee last night. A bunch of our employees went to the Goatman tour. So yeah. Today we're gonna look at the Kickstarter updates as well as do some AI stuff again. I have a bunch of paint jobs to look at as well from the community. What else is there? I have AI dungeon loaded. I don't know if we'll do that though, and probably try to do some marbles. Try to end on some marbles at the end of the day. And do some giveaways for marbles today. Oh, I don't have Oh, I should have took pictures of my giant skeleton. I don't have pictures of my giant skeleton. So at least I'm pretty sure we're still live. If not, I'm just talking to nobody, and that's okay. A lot of the times. The shelf lighting looks good? Yeah. It looks really good at night, like at night. Because right now I still have light coming in from my window right here next to me. But when it gets like dark outside, it has all this like ambient light in here. So I'm not straining my eyes looking at my bright. Yeah. I noticed the Discord stuff is a little laggy, which is fine. I do need to kind of go through and do a bot cleanup and updates and things like that. Because like we have two log bots, which I think is fine. Kind of some redundancy, I guess. Maybe make them in different channels or something, or a channel that's just sends no updates at all. I did RCL points this morning. I haven't checked the Discord to see if there was any of them that are wrong. Um, like, because sometimes, obviously there's many entries, and sometimes you're like off by a number, or you give somebody the wrong points, or like the biggest one for me is like quarterly seasonal, and I think there's two seasonals, if I'm mistaken. It feels like there's two seasonals, but sometimes it's either the 4.1 or the 8.1, and sometimes I get those confused. So I think that's somewhere a lot of the points get confusing. There's a few people that when they enter their points, they put the points in parentheses, which is amazing. But I normally have it pulled up, the point list pulled up on another monitor or next to the Discord and things like that. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that this wasn't playing. Why does this feel laggy? Oh, it's because it's playing already. There you go. Some nice renders by Bobby Jackson in today's update. I mean, obviously we've shown all these already, but this was the newest one. Ron showed me this one the other day. I don't know why it's not playing. Let me refresh it. Oh, the Kickstarter's going really slow. But yeah, Bone 6 update went out today. Ron did it, I think, around lunchtime-ish. And this was the model that he was showing off, along with the Lighthouse updates. I love this model. With her little cudgel there. This is going to be an easy one for mold making. Oh, bless me. Bless me. Particularly, the issues, like, I guess, talking about it from a mold making standpoint, this little section right here, in between her like left arm and armpit right there, this little section, that's the part that sticks out to me the most from a mold making standpoint. Another thing that sticks out to me is that there's these little gaps in between her ponytails and her neck. Obviously, it's supposed to be like that, but when you get to these little sections like that, these little sections inside there, that's really prone for tear out and issues in mold making. It can work. It could totally work. It just I've noticed those are the problem areas that if something would go wrong, those are the areas that it would go wrong. Thank you, Roger. I'm super excited for Daddy Santa coming out in Christmas. I'm so excited to make that. Cannonball, any news for the US 5.5 orders? Yes. When I left earlier today, they were pulling, I think, the last remaining orders for it. So if you haven't got a notification or if you haven't received your stuff, it should be coming relatively soon. But I believe almost all the orders have been pulled. And I believe there's going to be some emails going out to all the 5.5 people soon. I think Ron was writing it this morning or whenever I left. I don't know when that email will go out. Probably Monday, Tuesday-ish, but I don't know. I know that I heard that he was writing something. So the turkey? Yeah, let's look at that. I can actually pull that up. So let me sign in. Don't look at my passwords. Don't do it. So I think on here you should be able to see like yeah, coming up like previews. This is the turkey. I made the mold of this on Tuesday. It was being balanced yesterday, I think, on Thursday-ish. So this should start getting cast up pretty recently or pretty soon. I'll be posting like production copies of it coming up relatively soon. I'm excited for the turkey. The turkey's awesome. I was really worried about him because of his little His little legs here are so they're kind of thin, but it's not an issue when we're taking the molds out and things like that. I was really worried about his legs snapping because the issue that we've had with Bones USA obviously is little thin things like this will break, but this one was designed in a way to where it doesn't snap, which is nice. It's a lot of the times like wrists are very thin, or if the ankles are very thin and they're not thickened up or attached to a cape or anything like that. So those have been the issues. But this guy's pretty sick. Good job, Jason. So that'll be coming out. What about its wobble? Its wobble was designed to be relatively flat. So you can see that it hangs over the side here, and it doesn't go at a weird like kind of angle. It's not curved or anything like that. It's just straight down. So if you think of it as a mold, the mold line, you want the mold line to go down the middle of it, and this thing will fit perfectly flat against the surface of the mold. So that's not an issue at all. Are you talking about it snapping? Yeah, it could snap if you like obviously grab it and pull it, it'll snap, but it's not like a huge problem, but it can happen obviously. Ron, Ron said update gone for the Base Boss 2. I believe the Base Boss 2 update just went out, and he said I know I put 2020 in the title. LOL. As soon as I hit enter, I saw it and edited it. So he put that in all caps. So shout out to shout out to Ron for the update. The fawn. It looks like the fawn's coming with the harpies. These are going to be uh, new releases soon. Sometimes in the next November. The November new releases. So the harpies are coming out with the Lacrota, the Satyr Warrior, and the Fawn Warrior by Christine. Those are going to be coming out in November. Let's go back to 100%. But yes, so the Dawn Seekers character, so the last one got done for anybody that just joined us. If you didn't see the update already, the last Dawn Seeker got completed. And this is good news right here. That there's only 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a bunch of Scarab folk. How many Scarab folk are there? Like 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. So 8, 9, 10, plus the tower and the walrus. 11, 12-ish, 13, 10 to 15-ish models left to complete, which is that's exciting. That's very quick. A lot of the stuff was already done. So it's nice to see that all of these are done, like sculpting complete. Because now you can decide like what needs to be chopped up, where does it need to go, and that's a relatively fast process because you just got to get everybody and go boop 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 boop, and then it's like, hey, it's done. We can start getting the production shots in. So now you can start getting the production pieces in and things like that. So it's for approval. So they have to make the molds, shoot the production pieces, send them over. They're like, oh, these look good. You're good to go. And then they're ready to go. Max Dunbar's Lighthouse. Nice. If anybody saw, if you came to ReaperCon on Artist Alley, Jason Weeby had these on his screen. I think it was just this one, I believe, and maybe this one as well. But it was him working on the, let me blow these up, the Lighthouse Sculpts. And this is kind of like, a primitive. This is the primitive stage of blocking it out, laying it all out. I like these little updates in the Kickstarter where they're talking about the process and like the balance, like where it started, how it's going, what were the changes made. I love these little things right here. So after Jason knew where to go, it's shot. So he wanted to make sure that the sizing was correct, so he put in his little measuring guy in here. Added the wood fixtures here and added so this is texturing pass on the brick texturing. And then they're like, once he likes that, then you're like, okay, cool. Add where the steps are going to be, and then you're like, cool. Now we need to add texture to the wood, and then obviously disrupt the bricks a lot so they're not so perfect. Pulling them out, cracking them, tilting them, going in and out, showing like that they're natural wear and tear. things like that. What's this thing right here? I guess it's just connecting the last step to the top. That's not in this one. Oh, you are correct. You cannot see it. That is my bad. I forgot that it was. I know Justin can probably hear us, but he's putting his kid down to sleep, so he's not at his computer to fix the greening. Well, let's see. Well, we can't show off the lighthouse here. Well, you can see the silhouette of it. It's like, who's that Pokemon? Gosh, that's embarrassing. What a Twitch clip. Look at the outline of this walrus too. I can see it now. Look at the outline of that bad boy. He looks good. We'll look at it when Justin gets back. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, you guys saw it on the update, but we'll look at it later once the greening is cut out. Um, let's see here. So that was the Kickstarter update today. Pretty cool. I love seeing that the lighthouse is going to be close to completed, and that almost everything else is almost done to being completed as well, sculpting wise. My next big thing is the Scarab Folk. These are my favorite things in the Kickstarter. I can't wait to see what those look like completed. Ah, let's look at some paint jobs, shall we? I'm down. So this is from Pandemonium on Twitter. They were painting their Sophie's Revenge, and this is their figurehead for theirs, the dual pistol girl holding their things. It's pretty. The eyes look great. It's pretty sick. Oh, the hair sculpt on this is really nice. Stop showing green things. Where did I show green things? Oh, her skirt right here. This is green. Gosh dang it! Why is it keyed? Does it key this? Slightly. It is slightly shown out. I wonder if will it key this out? Oh, it will. Gosh dang it! All right, there we go. Something that's not green. Ah, gosh, that's embarrassing. But this was done by Dan Adenolfi, I think, on the Facebook page. This is this month's promo, obviously. The vampire. Very nice. It's kind of reminiscent of the paint job that Daryl did with the white skin and the red eyes. Nice touch with all the blood. Oh, it's so good. It looks like they took a picture on like a felt like backdrop, like a gray furry backdrop there. Yeah, the blood is really nice. It's because it's not like super overdone, and I like that it matches the eyes. Like the eyes are red, but they're like a different type of red. They're like a glowy red. It's a nice tasteful like blood streak and blood pattern. I like that it's kind of washed out right here. Like it's dried and this is more fresh. Real nice splatter. And I like the addition of using the claws because I guess I'm trying to think about most modern day like vampires. They normally don't have claws. When was the last vampire movie that we had? I'm not entirely sure, but I was really worried about this guy in the mold making process because this hand right here, this his right hand, he has a curled he has a curled hand like this. And I was really worried about this finger because he has those sharp nails. I was really worried about it scratching the mold. John's a vampire. That's right. This one was cool. This one was from Adolfo. This one's awesome. Look at that. God, the use of the color on this is so nice. It's just exciting. Yeah, this one was awesome. This the green glow eyes on the cat, the red jewel on her little wand here at her waist, the OSL coming from off stage here, the glowing necromancy. I just love the tentacle comes out behind her, and there's a bunch of tentacles coming out from like the spine of the skeleton. The use of the colors between double OSL, obviously interacting with her purple. It's just the color choicing on this was very nice. Red bandana or orange bandana. This is good color composition in my eyes. Oh, Justin, are you back?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Justin just fixed the green. There you go. I saw it fixed live.
Yeah. I can go back to
All right,
the other things.
now, just go back to what I was saying before. Apply it to now. Look at that, like magic. That's right. Now we can go back and look at her green skirt. There you go, chat. I forgot that this was green screened. And then obviously you couldn't see this before, but the Sophie's Revenge on the back has this green lighting here with the golden mermaids holding the lanterns with the green jewel here. Very nice, like free-handed revenge written across there in that font. Green paint job, that's right. Very pretty without the green screen, yes. And then this is the one that you couldn't see. Obviously, you couldn't see this one at all. This was a year after they got their boat. So it still glows, still holding up strong. So still this was from I can't remember who this was from on Twitter. Somebody on Twitter talking about how they had their boat for a year. I saw that one, and then now you guys can see this one in its full glory. Full glory on its double OSL paint job. So shout out to Adolfo. Very, very sick paint job. Oh yeah, this is the Hippocampus. Speaking of Bones 5 stuff, this is the Hippocampus. Kind of they posted their inspiration or their kind of color matching for this. I think it was like a caterpillar of some kind. But this is very reminiscent of Anne's Hippocampus that she painted when she was still in the factory, actually. She painted that in the old studio, I think, right, Justin? The old Hippocampus? She did that for Bone
Yes.
5?
I think
Yeah.
that's correct.
So it's very reminiscent of the same colors, in my eyes. It was a sea slug. Yeah, sea slug. It was the inspiration for this. Let's see, what else is next? Oh, this was Emily. Emily had her collection of Poke Tools that she had. She even has 2 crow's nest Poke Tools. She has it looks like these are both acid dipped. No, it might be only one that's acid dipped of those 2. Obviously, you can tell that this one has a shorter pin. It's probably just the pins that we grabbed that year. Yeah, the pirate one from ReaperCon 2019, 20, and then the 2 recent ones. I think I like the Bones USA ones. Obviously, you can do a lot more with them because they're not flat. Like these are flat, just because it's easier to do flat ones in metal. You could make these in metal. They would be a lot harder to make. The molds for these were really easy to make, in my opinion. Especially this one, the pumpkin ghoul. So shout out to Bob and Julie in chat for making these. I think almost all of these. He made all of these, I believe so. Oh, Jimmy Macias. Like obviously he's doing his October like paint a monster every day situation, and so he has a lot of cool stuff on the Facebook page. Um, but this was one that he did, the Hellhound. This is a classic, I think, Warlord model. Very fun, very sick. Obviously the ribs exposed here, pretty cool. Cool ghost effect. I wonder if this is copper verdigris or spectral glow, is my guess. Those are like some of my favorite colors that we have in our paint line. It looks like kind of a spectral glow to me. No. So shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy does some cool stuff. He posts like every day. Oh, Amanda T. I think Amanda Thompson, I think, posted this one. It's a cool little display slash storage. You just put it back in the same box that it came in as a window display once it's all painted up. So she painted all four of the elementals here and then put them back in their display box. Thought that was pretty cool. You can even probably replace this, like cut this plastic out and replace it, or do something with it. Create like an actual like glass window there or something. I thought that was a cool idea. So shout out to Amanda. It's a nifty idea. Oh yeah, the noob painter. So this was in our sculpting section on the Discord a little while ago. Obviously, these are I just save them as they pop up when I get a chance as I'm looking through stuff. And he was sculpting, doing some green stuff work, making her kind of like a blind monk, blind wizard, blind druid. I thought that was pretty neat. You always love some good green stuff work. Also, a pretty cool prime job there. Ta-da! Oh, this was from Great Scott Miniatures, doing his paint job of kind of another vampire model that we make. Look at these in the back as well. Kind of the similar color scheme with the red. You always love a good red armor back here in the back. Red armor is kind of fun to do. It's always like kind of very NMM-y, the red armor is. But this one he chose the red to be on the cape here. Gold highlights. Good NMM here. Also, again, with the red eyes, like we saw earlier with the other vampire. It's pretty sick. Also, some Reaper paints in the back. And whatever these things are, these two metal tins. I like how he has hobby holders for everything. Obviously, screw caps, so if you're working on multiple projects, you can swap them in and out. Kuroneko. I thought this was fun. This was a limited palette, I believe, for RCL. Using these colors. Explosive orange, nightmare black, ready leather. I thought this was a very neat one. Especially with the highlighting on the scales. They're darker right here with lighter ones right here. I thought this was a very neat limited color challenge. Especially with the highlighting. Kuro, yeah. I believe this was a whip, a work in progress maybe? Or it says whip finished, so I don't know why I put whip finished in the title, because those things contradict one another. Oh, here we go. This is why. So this was the whip of that dragon working on the. This is how it started, and then this is how it's finished. That's why I put finished. Duh. So I thought that was a neat process, showing that off. You always love a good progress. One of my favorite things that oh, who was it? I think it was does anybody remember ReaperCon? I think it was ReaperCon 2019. It was the Necromancer. It was like a witch standing over the Necromancer table. It was like a skeleton or a body, and it was like being put back together with necromantic magic. Well, they had a whole book. I think that was Derek Schubert. I want to say it was Derek. I'll look it up on ReaperCon website. But they had a whole book in front of it that was depicting. Oh, it was David Diamondstone. I knew it started with a D. David Diamondstone. So he had a whole like little pamphlet book that kind of walked through the whole process, like from start to finish. And I thought that was a very neat thing. I think Michael Proctor did it as well for his big lion tree that he did. I think also in 2019. They had a big like tree with a line coming out of it. Kind of did like a little progress walk-through book or little poster or page or thing like that. And I thought those were pretty cool. Mercurian Healer 20035. Nice purple here. Nice ruddy brown robes. Kind of dirty. Traveling Priestess. You have to check it out when you get. Oh, I can show you again. Cursed. It's right here. It's the limited palette, limited challenge on the Discord using these colors. Made this bad boy, and then obviously this is where it started. Whip wise, blocking out the scale, highlight colors and things like that, and then, bam, finishing it up. Hey, Bahala Painting. Welcome. I didn't see you raid. I know we raided. We talked about raiding you a couple weeks ago. I remember. We were doing Reaper Live, I think, or we've raided you in the past before. I remember. Yeah, Beard Power. That's right. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys had a good time painting. We're just looking through some paint jobs from the community and what people are working on and things like that. Can y'all hear that? I don't know. Can y'all hear that? I don't know if you can. Justin, can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. There's a big event happening over here by my house at the airport, and they're flying jets, and there's big fighter jets and drones, and there's like hundreds of people with cameras, and they're doing tricks like backflips and flying straight up and down and all kinds of crazy stuff. I saw it on my way home.
Yeah, they do air shows over there by Cabela's.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Yeah, they do air shows over there. That's what that is. Yeah.
It's by the Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
and
the airport
UPS.
over there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's Alliance. Is this Alliance?
No, they.
Yeah.
You can look it up. You can get in for like $5.
Yeah, well, a lot of people just pulled over on the side of the highway.
That too.
just take a picture.
You're right. You don't even have to correct. You don't.
Yeah, but all right. Sorry, guys. It just flew by my house, so it was very loud. Elizabeth L did this. I think we've seen this dice tower before. I'm pretty sure it's an STL that you can get somewhere. We've seen this before, but using their dice heroes, the Reaper miniatures dice heroes. I love the addition of the thief going down the rope here in the back. It's pretty sick. That's a really good addition. The ranger stepping on the edge. She removed them from their bases, or they come without them on their bases. So very neat addition. So shout out to Elizabeth. Cool stuff there. This is from Kara Curley, working on the Rakshasa and the I think I have the other one as well. No, I don't. But she I believe she did the other one. This was from, I believe, Chrissy Manpatton, but this is all Reaper paints. I love the use of colors here with the kind of pastel-y colors. I like the base too. The base is really nice as well. She comes to Paint Club at Reaper Miniatures. This is Moonlight Minis Cheshire Cat. That's what it was. I knew it was CVP. Oh yeah, Bird with a Brush. So this was I just wanted to point this out. I saved this a while ago, but if you haven't been to Bird with a Brush, this is Rhonda Binder's website and blog that she writes up. A lot of awesome information over there. So, hey, speaking of Moonlight, we'll go back. We're just going through some stuff. It's funny that we were just talking about this, and you guys rated us. So, what up, Moonlight? Hope you guys had a good day. But yeah, this is we were just going through some paint jobs. Oh, it's Kara's mini. It is, yes, it is yours. Yeah, it's the Cheshire Cat, obviously. Rhonda's show is awesome. Yeah, Rhonda's show is great too. She streams every Monday on our Reaper channel. But I just wanted to just pimp her out a little bit. I think her blog is amazing. She writes a lot of cool stuff on there, like how to transport minis and set up things for competitions and prepping and all kinds of really great information over there. So, this is Laura Proctor's Mermaid from Bones 5. This is the princess, I believe. And I think I really like this one because of the purple like blending here. The to transition, especially because of the darker purple hair with the darker purple bottom, and then the lighter purple kind of in between. Good composition, and this almost resembles like another kind of darker purple, but like almost a black. So I think that's very fun. Shout out to Laura. Richard B. Richard B. did this Imrith Cole, Spiders of Imrith Cole. If you guys got this from Bones 5, obviously reminiscent of something, but obviously the cool OSL here with the glowing eyes of the spider down there. I like that spiders are kind of blue. Like this spider's blue. There's like a hint, like different colors, like especially with the spider right here. This kind of resembles kind of like almost a jumping spider to me. So, oh yeah, Dunker. Dunker did this. Very nice basing, obviously. Good flocking. Just nice regal colors. The sculpt of this one's really nice with the folds of the robe right here, kind of billowing, kind of bunched up. This is just a nice expressive model. Good skin tone with the highlighting there on the top. Eyes are great. Dunker does some good stuff. The jewel here with the highlight, with the light highlights in there. Some very, very nice colors. That's just pleasing to the eye. Oh, Matt House doing his goblins. I really like the shield on this one. This shield right here. I love the shield on that. How it kind of like a rusted metal, changing colors and fading from being hit. Also, same nice color scheme throughout. These are a little bit redder of the goblins. Rusted sword up here. Kind of in the middle here, you can see some like patina rusting start to happen there. This is just nice details, you know. Miniatures Guild. Miniatures Guild did this. Nice red wizard with his like kind of red pinkish money sack with his little dragon staff here. Nice wood texturing here. It was pretty nice. I like that it's a lighter color on the kind of the fins of the dragon here on the staff. And obviously cool little freehand on the scroll down here. So that's pretty fun. Also I kind of like to think that he has like pink slippers on, or like it's almost the same color as the pouch, just about. It's his nice little slippers, his house slippers underneath. Oh, where was I? And then last but not least, we have Carissa J doing the Overgourd. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of these pop up for Halloween time, but the Overgourd done by Mike Disney, sculpted by Jason. But nice eye. Really nice to practice your eye here on the middle one. But it's a cool little guy. Oh, I like the base, what they did with the base too. It's kind of like the darker overgrown pumpkins. And then these are like the animated ones. It's kind of like the tentacles, like the vines came out from behind and then just like stabbed into pumpkins on the ground and then lifted them up and then animated them. That's kind of what I picture in my mind. That'd be sick. But yeah. What do you think of these, Justin? The zero sugar winter spiced cranberry.
I think that much like most of the zero sugar sprites, if you've drinking or had most of those, I feel like they lose their carbonation within 30 seconds of opening them. Yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy. They're still very tasty. I think they're one of the better offshoot brands of Sprite for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not brands, but flavors is what I mean. So
yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty okay. I would say it's probably not my favorite, but it's okay. I don't really like. I used to like Sprite a lot as a kid. I don't like Sprite that much anymore.
yeah, I agree. As a kid, I liked it more. It's really now more of a, like I said, I open it, I take 3 drinks, and then the rest of I'm just drinking it flat. I have no idea why it gets flat so quick.
I think I remember drinking it as a kid when I got sick. Like drink Sprite when I got sick. I think that's just something that I just did. It doesn't have caffeine,
Yeah.
so you don't bother. Yeah. The
I take in
addiction
too
is
much
real.
caffeine through other sources. I have to limit it where I get caffeine.
All right, let's do some AI stuff. I was thinking about doing some cool like me and Justin are playing this game called Triangle Strategy, and
Triforce.
it's Triforce Triangle Strategy. And there's these moments where the characters will pull out an item that they're holding, like an amulet or a ring or a locket or something like that. And in the game, it pops up this little image of like a storybook style image in it, and I think I really like that art style. I just don't know what to call it. It's just kind of like art book or sketchbook, or I don't know what to call it. Um,
Oh, the
let's see
art
if I can
style. Yeah,
of that specific thing.
yeah, I don't know what the art
So
style is either. I'm not sold on it either, though. Although I did see what you were talking about with the water. The water is incredible.
yeah, triangle strategy artwork, I guess. Let's see what we can pull up. I'm trying to find a specific picture of like the locket or a ring or anything. Yeah, it's not showing me what I want. But I don't it's like a storybook art. Storybook. Dang. But it's really nice to the like for me to the eye, that little image that pops up of the item that they're holding. And I was gonna try to see if I can get that style and kind of replicate it. So let's kind of do like a locket, like a storybook drawing of a locket of a necklace. Silver sketchbook, or let's look up the Triangle Strategy artwork artist. See who the artists were. Who did the art?
It's a great question.
Naoki Ikushima. So let's see if that will do anything. In the style of Naoki Ikushima. Let's see what happens. Hi, Sigwolf. What's up? Mmm. This bottom left one's pretty cool. Let's go
That
to
top
like
right
11
looks
on.
very similar to the art style.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
close.
It's got that
Let's do
like
like,
frayed, thick outlining look. I just don't know what it's
yeah,
called. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know the style.
I don't either. Could someone here who's like an art person tell us what this
That's what I was trying
style
to,
is?
that's what I was trying to figure out. Not pixel art. I thought it was like storybook.
It's not like
Storybook.
it's not like cell shading, is it?
Mm,
It's a little messier than
no.
that. It's like everything looks like it's kind of blurry, kind of.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. A storybook drawing of a necklace. So let's just a drawing. Storybook art. The style of Naoki Ikushima. Hmm. It's kind of hard to figure this out. A drawing of a necklace in the style of Reaper miniatures. Yeah. I don't know if that actually works on this program, to be honest. In Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's see what happens if we do that. Silver locket. Uh, I don't know what else to type. I'm drawing a blank. Um, sketch. Mm, artwork in the style of Reaper miniatures. I did think about like pulling up a Reaper miniature and then trying to like AI generate something like that. Hmm. Let's do like instead of sketch, let's do like render 3D. Let's see if it makes like a digital render of it. Just trying to learn these keywords to like make it. Oh yeah, this is kind of like almost a 3D render, but in like sketchbook style, like in a drawing style. I kind of like that. A drawing of a necklace, big red crystal in the style of Final Fantasy Tactics. I wonder. I'm just trying to think about what happens if you give it a specific like game or a movie or anything like that. Mm, I like this bottom left one, but I'm trying to find an art style that is nice that I like. Oh, how about we do this stained glass? Stained glass. We might do marbles today. We might. Ooh. So now I wonder if I do instead of saying in the style of stained glass, what happens if we put a drawing of a necklace of a stained glass necklace? Style of Da Vinci. Style of Da Vinci. I'll try that. Ooh. Bottom right's pretty neat. It's closer to kind of what I'm thinking of. But it's still weird. Sketchbook. Instead of sketchbook, what kind of art style? Let's try Da Vinci. In the style of Da Vinci. Ruby on Sandman? Yeah, gosh, Sandman was so good. We can change the color here in a second. Oh, this one looks really. This one almost looks real. This bottom right one. So does this left one. What happens if we put like in this in the style of like anime? I did say a drawing of a stained glass necklace. Oh, it put an anime person on the inside. Um, let's just do anime instead of what kind of style of anime though? What kind of style of anime do you like, Justin? Or if you even like it? I don't know. I
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't really watch much anime, but I guess the anime I do like is stuff like Samurai Champloo. I like that. I don't know what art style that
Uh,
is, but
yeah,
I'm also not a big like art style kind of guy. Like I hate to say this, but
yeah.
there's more art styles I don't like than art styles I like. Like to me, it's kind of just a medium, and then if it's displeasurable, then I notice. But if it's really pretty, I also don't really notice that much. Kind of just a medium. That's gonna be a hot take
Hmm.
probably, because I know most of the people in this community are artistic and do that kind of stuff, and I'm very much not artistic.
Mm-hmm.
I am but a
Bottom
mere
left.
plebeian.
Silver. Let's just change it from. Let's just make it a locket instead of a silver locket. Big red, large. Let's do large red. Large, large crystal. Let's not specify color. A stained glass necklace. Oh, bottom right is nice. Bottom left is pretty cool. I'm really digging the bottom right. Large crystal. Let's take crystal out. Let's say like round, round. Locket with gold trim. I like the direction that we're going with this. I like the idea of a stained glass necklace. Some kind of like magical necklace. Bottom right. Oh, that says something in the top left one. Let's see. Let's put lighting. Lighting. Um, 3D render. Gold with gold trim. So did it do gold trim? It did gold trim on this one. Let's do daylight. Or let's do moonlight. Moonlight. I think we're getting somewhere. Top left is nice. Top right's nice too. It's very pleasing to the eye. Hmm. Let's do sitting in moonlight. In the style of Jason Weavy. I don't know if it'll I don't know if it I don't know what the AI is trained on, but I'm kind of scared to try that. I bottom left is cool. Bottom right, put a moon in there. Top left kind of looks like a Pokemon, like a silhouette of a Pokemon. I kind of like that. Let's do instead of doing video game, let's do like uh like storybook sketch concept art. Pencil drawing. I'll try the Jason Weeby one in a second and see if it actually does anything. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's fixating on obviously the actual necklace part. It's not giving me like a full like actual necklace with the chain and everything like that. I like that this one has a sketch behind it. Like it has the necklace with a sketch behind it. It has the pencil drawing behind it. Mm. I wonder a colored pencil drawing. See what happens there. Mm. Oh, nice. Really like the top right one. Let's do like what happens if we do like full page? See what happens. like a full page drawing. Almost. For some reason, it added a girl now. Like it added a lady to it. This is kind of hypnotic. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, I've been really into it recently. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos and watching the progression of everything. Let's I'm gonna save this one on my notepad for later. Let me save that. Just because I like to save prompts that I start to like file down. All right, let's try some miniatures, shall we? Let's be some real. Oh, Justin, I found a YouTube video where they were taking famous song lyrics and they were putting them into AI generated things to make art of them, and then they had a bunch of people get together and play like a guessing game. Like, hey, the AI generated this art. What do you think it is? And you get points for guessing the song and the artist and stuff correctly. I thought that was really interesting. There's a lot of that stuff going on right now.
Oh, with this specifically this AI?
No, a bunch of AI, just all kinds. And then there's another one where people try to guess if it's AI art or real art, and like it's like almost nearly impossible. So it's kind of scary. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. Have no idea what this is gonna do. What is it doing with its face? That's hilarious. All right, let's do a miniature. What kind of miniature should we do, chat? Like a dwarf or an ogre or um, what are we thinking? A ranger? Okay, a ranger. A miniature of a ranger. Three-headed radio host ogre. Let's do like a ranger ogre. A miniature of a ranger ogre wielding a longbow, sitting, um, hiding, stealth, fantasy, miniature in the style of Jason Weeby. I have no clue what this is gonna to come up with. Probably nothing. Oh, that's crazy. It looks like it's having a hard time with the bow. It is giving a kind of different ogres there. It looks like this gives it Shrek ears. This one's green. This one has either like a like a like a fur hat or brown hair, and this one's kind of more tan with a some kind of sword in the back. Shooting a bow, wielding a bow. Okay. Shooting a longbow. Seems to have a hard time with weapons in general. Nice. Um, miniatures, miniature raccoon skin hat. What kind of hat should he be wearing? Miniature. Chibi. Chibi. Fur hat. Okay, so we'll try to specify his clothes here in a second. So this one, it gave him a gun. This one, yeah, it's having a hard time with the weapon. Let's take the bow out, and it's having a hard time with like hiding and stealth. We'll take those out as well. We'll keep fantasy, chibi. It didn't really do anything with chibi style. Let's do like a fur hat, chainmail shirt, leather pants. Give him fur boots as well, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh! These don't look like an ogre. Uh, I don't know. This looks like he has a Hermes helmet on. Like he has a Hermes hat on. Uh, what? Yeah, it has a really hard time with weapons. So that's very interesting. I wonder if it's trying to do like a Jason Weeby face. If it's trying to pull from a bunch of different Weebies in the style of Reaper miniatures. It looks like it is picking up Chibi though. Oh, interesting. This one, kind of like a big burlier guy with like a fur hat there, kind of a semi cloak. This kind of looks like the Oni, the ogre Oni that we have. Um, I mean, it's getting something. It's close to something. Let's take Chibi out of there. Fur hat, ogre, a miniature of a ranger. I wonder if it's not pulling anything from a ranger. Ogre, miniature of a ogre, of a, let's see, skinned, green skin. Um, longbow and quiver. Scout might work. I mean, it's picking up kind of ranger-ish things, like a hood and things like that. So I did a green-skinned ogre. This one looks nice up here. Kind of looks like a Dragon Ball Z character with a big like acorn hammer, and looks like a blade for a hand. Okay. All right, let's try. I mean, it actually picks up things from the miniature world. It's giving them bases. So it's doing things like it's pulling from miniatures. So it's doing that. Samoan Incredible Hulk. That's funny. Maybe add Archer. Okay. Chainmail. So Archer. Archer. Let's take out Greenskin. Let's say Burly. Burly? Oh, let's say like a muscle. Large. Ogre, Greenskin, Dwayne Johnson. It feels a little it feels a little weird to see like a realistic, like super realistic, like Photoshop faces onto miniatures for me for some weird reason, like this bottom left one here. So this one has an arrow sticking into his hand and like some kind of golden dagger that matches the almost the curve of his horn. I like this like singular horn here. Yeah, this one looks like he's throwing a wagon wheel. It kind of looks like he's like it looks like a whip with like something on the end of it. Which um so this is I mean it's doing something. Let's do a 3D render of a baby dragon. Scales, fangs, Unreal Engine, 3D render, HQ, ArtStation. Let's do like ZBrush. I wonder if ZBrush will pick something up. Lighting. Hey, Cranky Dog. A yo-yo whip. That sounds like a great weapon. Mmm. This one is pretty neat. I like his ears on this one. It's not giving me full images. This gives me the full head here. Has a little bit row of teeth that it's messed up on. This one is pretty cool. I like this idea of like a long dragon with back wings and front wings. Kind of like a Shinlong, like a golden-ish type dragon. This one kind of has like kind of weird hands, like weird kind of little raptor hands. A 3D render of a baby dragon. Uh, let's do like full body. There we go. Whoa, that's pretty neat. This one, does he have two arms? It looks like he's kind of reaching up there. This one's arm goes straight, like just shoots off. This one doesn't have wings. Very T-Rexy dinosaur to me. I like the idea of this head looking like a crown. Nice. Of a, let's do tiny dragon. Full body. Fangs. Let's do. So it's picking up on scales and fangs. Let's do small wings. Multicolored dragon. Let's we can try that. I guess we could put cute in there as well. Cute. Oh gosh. Don't worry, Trash. I got you. It's weird that it's giving it to me in color when I'm not asking for color. It's trying to make it cute right here. This one doesn't have. Oh, this one put its heads on its wings. That's pretty funny. This one's pretty great. This one's missing its back leg. It's three-legged dragon. I guess we could do like clay. So let's take away like ZBrush, 3D render, Unreal Engine. Let's do like clay sculpture. Hmm. It's still giving me render. Oh, because I have it up here. A clay sculpture of a tiny dragon. Nice. It still kind of looks rendery to me. Parameters. Let's go. Now we're talking. This one looks like it's made out of like Play-Doh. That's so cute. It kind of looks like a Cubone. Gosh, this is crazy. AI is crazy. All right, let's do trashes. A red chibi dragon shopping for beef jerky at Bucky's. Red chibi dragon shopping for beef jerky at Bucky's. Yoda dragon. What? It's having such a hard time with the Bucky's, I think. And oh, there it is. There's your red dragon shopping on the bottom right. Crazy. That's funny. Let's do like a large castle with a castle surrounded by a lake, large ice crystal. Little painting popular on Art Station HQ. Uh, medieval evil and Bessie. Let's see what this pulls up. Oh, that looks nice. I don't see my big ice crystal though. A towering, floating. A large floating ice crystal above. We're doing it. So it's giving me snow on the bottom left, but still no ice crystals. I see a little bit of ice on the bottom, the top right. Let's do surrounded. Surrounded by large floating ice crystals. See what happens. We're just messing around. Just chilling. Oh, I like that this one has wings at the top right. Still no ice crystals really. This one put ice crystals kind of in the clouds. Surrounded. Large floating ice crystals. Instead of clouds. Cool little background. Try iceberg. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, it gave me clouds now. Try icebergs. Icebergs. We're doing it. Nice. I kind of like this, the top right one, but it's weird that it's like a portal in a wall. It's pretty neat. I kind of like this is looking through these trees at this castle with ice, glowing ice rocks on there. It's pretty nice. So we got to find some artists that we like for the future. When we do this again in the future, kind of want to like hyper focus on some artwork. I really like Final Fantasy Tactics artwork, like Final Fantasy Tactics artwork. I really love like this style. These are. Oh, let's do Tactics Advanced. Like this class design, so nice. Let's like pull up this whole thing here. Yeah, this I really like this kind of style. My favorite games of all time. I just like the race design and the class design. It's really nice to me. Hmm. Do some Final Fantasy like artwork style, like designs for like weapons and stuff. I think that'd be cool. So notice that the AI likes to do like it can do like weapons and stuff. Like if you wanted to do, I have not played Vandal Hearts. I have not. I'm in the process of me and Justin are currently playing Triangle Strategy, which is it's been enjoyable so far. I'm like 16 hours in, um, and I'm enjoying the artwork a lot. Let's look up a trailer. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that same. What is this like? Pixel remastered. It's like a new Pixel remaster, 3D-ish old tactics game, and so you can see some of the artwork there. But it's really dialogue heavy, but like it's kind of like this pixely art. Look at that water. You see the water? Me and Justin were talking about the water, or I was talking to him about it the other day. But if you do, let me try to pause it on some water. Look at that. The water is like rendered differently than the rest of the game. The water feels like it's on a different engine, like it's a different art style. So the water like really stands out. But it's like this very pixely, 3D mastered, remastered stuff. So it's cool artwork. But the Final Fantasy, Justin, have you watched the Final Fantasy 16 trailer?
I have not.
Okay, I'll just kind of go through the Larry Elmore. Yeah, it's really nice. But this is kind of the new trailer for the new Final Fantasy game. But just look at some of the. I'm gonna play it on silent, but some of the vestiges, like the zones and everything like that, are really pretty. Trash. Um, but some of the kingdom designs for this, I'm gonna pause it on one of the castles. The reason I was doing that ice castle thing was like, look at that big ice crystal in the background. There's this thing right here. This is one of the zones. It looks like some kind of like holy site or like obviously some kind of geyser in the middle. Kind of reminisces of like some kind of holy site for a kingdom. But if you look around it, everything around it's like desolate and dead. And I just like it's so cool. The design's awesome. It's kind of like look at this. It's like this whole kingdom on the edge of a lake with this giant mother crystal in the background, like this giant ice crystal in the background. You saw Final Fantasy Tactics on the preview? Yeah, thanks, license. Yeah, we were doing some AI art stuff, and then I was thinking of Final Fantasy Tactics, but I this trailer came out yesterday, and I wanted to show Justin because I know he probably hadn't seen it. Plus, chat. I just like the I just like that Final Fantasy is going back to its kind of fantasy, a high fantasy, medievally kind of roots that it started in. Because I'm not a big fan of like the Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 13, 15 kind of like cars and like high steampunky technology type stuff. But I really like the kind of Final Fantasy 9 like medieval high fantasy kind of stuff, and that's what this seems to be going back to. Like mechs, like the machinima and the mechs and stuff, I don't really like. This is like your traditional like kind of Sandorian high castle here. And then this one, look at this. Look at this little vestige here. I think this might be the same. I don't know if I don't think it's the same castle, the castle that we saw on the lake, but look at this giant like ice crystal behind it, and it's kind of mirroring the same shape as the castle. Like they're gonna do a little close up, I think, of the castle. Yeah, look at this design, how it kind of stair steps up. It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 14, the like the rich and the poor city, Elmore, I think. Elmore? No, not Elmore. I can't remember the name of it.
I think it's with the big clown at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Elmore, I think is what it's called.
Hmm.
Like Elmore.
Yeah. So let's skip ahead. This is kind of like the deserty city. Hmm. This is kind of like underground fire magic city, but the artwork is pretty sick. And this game reminds me kind of a lot. It's borrowing a lot of like Attack on Titan. I don't know if anybody here likes Attack on Titan, but they're pulling in from like where the characters are turning into the summons, like the summons from Final Fantasy stuff that you're familiar with, Phoenix, Ifrit, Bahamut, Shiva, all those people. Well, this one they're like inhabited by these people. These people are like the icons, and so you can see there's Garuda there, and then Shiva, Titan. But these people can kind of embody them, and then they eventually turn into like the giant versions of them. Um, so like you can see like giant versions of them in other trailers, but like gigantic versions of them. Reminds me very much of like Attack on Titan, how they just grow into the big titans and things like that. But I thought that was really cool when they came out yesterday. Yeah, they're kind of like the avatars of them, or like when they're born, they might get special powers, and only one of them can be like Garuda, and only one of them can be Ramu at a time. So when that character probably dies, it probably gets reincarnated or passed on to another lineage of that kingdom. I don't know. I don't. The story sounds pretty awesome, but I'm excited to because they haven't really done something like that since Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9 and 12 were kind of like the last medieval kind of Final Fantasy stories for me, at least. Um, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, so in the future, we'll probably try to narrow it down to more kind of art styles that we like, because I really want to try to find that art style that I was talking about for Triangle Strategy with the pictures when they pull up the pictures. I'll try to find it for next week, but trying to find like a consistent art style for the cards and stickers for future stuff for ReaperCon. So I'm narrow that down and find maybe a bunch of artists that kind of do that type of style and do that from there. Yeah, these look great for like AI generated art. I think it's pretty cool, especially because we can probably go bigger. We're only on 512 by 512 right now because I don't want to use a lot of my credits. Um, but there's all these things that I haven't talked about yet. But anybody that's done AI art, you kind of know what these are, um, and you can kind of read what they do. So this is like the processing and how many images it'll show you. So like if I did this, now it'll show us 6 images. But you can tell it to like get closer to your prompt, or it can be a little bit looser with your prompt and things like that. And so right now it's doing it in this art style because I did like digital painting, popular on ArtStation, uh, digital painting, things like that. You can see when this one, it has like an actual like Photoshoppy type bar at the top because of the digital painting, I think. So it added that in there. So you can, I think, as you mess around with this a lot more, and hopefully hopefully we can start like kind of guiding it and steering it in the direction and narrow things down as we want. And I think we've done a little bit of work in the past couple of weeks. But yeah. Let's see. Is there anybody on right now, chat? I don't know who should we raid. We got a bunch of raids today, so let's see who we can raid. I gotta see who's on. Do, do, do. Ah, it immediately started playing sound. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We're on. Playing the Mud's on. The Viking Beard is playing Final Fantasy 14. Kana Minis is on. Art of Mike Disney.
Any
We can
one of
raid.
those is okay with me.
Yeah, we can raid Art. I think Art's cool. I mean Mike Disney. We'll raid
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Disney.
All right, let's raid Mike. We always like Mike.
Let's see what he's doing. It says he's painting miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons. So
Get in there and make sure that they're Reaper miniatures, okay?
All
If they're
right.
not, make sure you give him crap for it.
Oh, is Geek Out on? I didn't see. But we'll raid Mike Disney today.
All right.
Good SDL. I'll get to those this weekend. I promise. We've been really busy. I think we pulled the last of the orders for 5.5 today. When I went over there, they were pulling kind of the last handful that they had that they could print. So I'm assuming it's closed. I haven't been told that officially yet, but be looking for stuff. Oh, he is. Those are Reaper Wolves right there. Man, Mike's beard's looking awesome. He's kind of looking. His hair's long too.
Yeah, I see
Looks like
that.
sexy lumberjack.
Yeah, tell Mike Disney he looks like a sexy lumberjack.
Yeah, yeah. Tell him John said he looks like a sexy lumberjack.
Yes.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. I hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you guys. We'll see you later.